Hello viewers, this is Just Fake Network TV, a place where you can get the latest information about Nigerian news. And now the news in details. Federal government begins disbursement of 2.3 trillion naira stimulus package. The federal government has commenced the implementation of the 2.3 trillion naira stimulus package. Vice President Osinbajo, who gave the hint, noted that the economic distortions and hardship caused by the COVID-19 pandemic require the relevant ministers and stakeholders to expedite actions on the plan adopted to mitigate the effect of the crisis on the economy. He stated this while presenting an overview of the Economic Sustainability Plan at the first-year Ministerial Performance Review Retreat organized for ministers, permanent secretaries, and top government functionaries. Osinbajo stressed the importance of implementing the stimulus plan, saying there was no other way of correcting the distortions caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. He said, "I think that if we are able to implement this faithfully, if we are able to ensure that we bring in the resources, then we certainly will be able to turn around the economic fortunes of Nigeria." The truth is that if you look at stimulus packages all over the world, what has happened is that in many economies that have been able to lessen the impact of COVID-19, the functions have been provided, and they have been provided at great pains. Emphasizing the need for a quick implementation of the plan, the Vice President noted that everything that government was doing has to be done immediately. He said, "We are already in day 67 since the plan. Nothing is going to happen by magic. We have to simply do this stuff. We got to ensure that we have the money and ensure that day by day we are measuring our achievement and trying to ensure that we do the things that we need to do. And we simply are not favored by time. Every single day the poverty situations and economic distortions deepen. Everybody recognizes that the only way out of the particular problem is to ensure that we fund production, enable consumer spending so that people can go and buy things, and we have to put money in people's hands. The mass agriculture program is one where we envisage that we will be engaging many farmers. So far, we have enumerated at least 4 million farmers. So these are farmers who are tied to their land, and we have the geostatistics that shows where their land is, and we have about 4 million of them. And we expect that with each state contributing acreage for farming, we will be able to do significant numbers. The plan is designed in such a way that in each one of the programs we are engaging as many Nigerians as possible. Osinbajo said the expected outcomes for agriculture, even if each farmer employs an additional person, will result in an additional 4 million jobs and even more jobs along the value chain. He noted we also will be looking at developing rural roads to reduce post-harvest losses. The way the program is designed is that we have anchored farmers who are big farmers. They engage several thousands of farmers, and they ensure that these farmers have all of their requirements, and they guarantee the offtake of their produce. We have done the survey, and it's very evident that so long as there is funding, we will be able to do this program. On the mass housing program, the Vice President said the program is such that we build 300,000 homes across the country. He noted we are looking at ensuring that the price of those homes do not exceed 2 million naira. We already have models which have been put up in Borno State by the Farming Homes Funds, where the figures is at about 2 million naira. This is the social housing scheme. There are 2 tracks to the housing program. There is one which is ongoing by the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, and the one under the Family Homes Fund is also supervised by the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing. The strategy is one that ensures that we use local materials as much as possible on each site. So on each site, block making is going on. The making of doors, windows, tiles are ongoing. The whole idea is to make sure that we patronize the local industry and engage many young men and women who are at the moment out of work. One of the critical success indicators for us will be the number of young engineers, builders who are engaged in this project. So we are opening up the space for them and ensuring that they are able to bid for the jobs so that the jobs are not given to big contractors who will take it all up. There will be some big contractors who are supervising smaller businesses and builders. We are looking at funding from the structured loans of the CBN, and the expected fundings is about 217 billion naira. We look at the demand: 1.5 million doors, 1.8 million windows frame, 7.8 million hinges for 300,000 homes. This is huge by any standard, and if we are able to focus on the local industries, we can actually start a major revolutions in building in our home country and patronize local industry and ensure that our people get the jobs and the experience that they require. For the MSMEs and solar power component of the plan, the Vice President said the solar power and MSME strategies are also focused on creating jobs. For the solar home system, Osinbajo said the solar power strategy is also focused on creating jobs. What has happened for solar power energy in our country is that, for those who have been following in the past few years, we have been able to demonstrate that if we enable the private sectors to install solar power in homes and businesses, government itself does not have to worry about any of these things, unlike what is happening today, where whatever happens in the power sectors almost invariably becomes the problem of government. If you look at the projects that we have done in Ariara Market, for example, or Sabon Gari in Kano State, where this solar system have been installed in shops and in other establishments, there have been no default in payment. The private sector's people who put this system there receive their payment constantly. In Sokoto also, where the project has been implemented, people are happy to pay. Jobs are created. The installers, those who are servicing the system, those who are running the payment system, these are jobs for so many Nigerians. So using that same strategy, we will be enabling about 5 million solar home systems to be installed across the country. What government will do is to provide the loans through the CBN-supported structured loans to the manufacturers of this solar home system, and many of them are assembled locally. We are already working with these providers of these facilities. One other point is that the World Bank is working closely with us and supporting the scheme so that once we are able to get fully out there, if we are able to do all of the 5 million homes, we should be able to provide 250,000 new jobs in low and high risk, high skilled categories, 25 million individuals with new or improved access to electricity. We are looking at 5 individuals per homes. Wow, so viewers, what do you think about this? What is your own take? The reality is that we are all tired of empty promises. And I believe that Nigerians too are all tired of all these promises that they are given from day to day. Remember that before President Muhammadu Buhari becomes the president of Nigeria, he has been promising heaven and earth. And the same thing goes along with Yemi Osinbajo. All of them has been given a lot of promises. And here we are. None of those promises have been fulfilled. Look at the job opportunity in Nigeria. Look at the way our youth are suffering here and there. Even the ones that have a good grade. Look at the suffering. Look at our pensioners. The government are still owing them a huge amount of money. So what are we talking about? We don't need all these empty promises anymore. Trust me. To me, I will never believe what others people are talking about, because they are a bunch of liars. They give promises, they don't fulfill the promises. And that is it. May God help us. Let's hear what people are saying. They said that because of Edo and Ondo state election, is that why all of you are giving empty promises? They said, I can never believe in any government scheme until I benefit from it. Definitely. I pray God should touch you people's heart. You leaders are confused set of people. They said, I don't used to understand this man. Is this man leaving Nigeria? Is this man leaving? Nigerians speak grammar and the Hausa Fulani are doing something else. The fact is that it is hard for us to see Yemi Osinbajo in a very tangible place, like giving a very reasonable information to Nigerians. And now look at what Yemi Osinbajo is saying. Who will now believe what he's saying? Because for some times he has not been acting as the vice president of Nigeria. He is just there dormantly. May God help us. The fact is that, let's just be realistic to ourselves. This stimulus package that they are talking about, how many Nigerians will ever benefit from the so-called stimulus package? How many of them? They will use Nigerians' name to collect package and to collect huge amount of money. And at the end of the day, it will not be shared equally to each members in Nigeria. So what are we now talking about? All this thing that we're talking about, at the end of the day, it will be shared among the APC members in Buhari's cabinet. And they will now be using Nigeria to collect so many things. May God help us. This is not what we want, but this is what our president, our leaders are giving to we common man in Nigeria. So viewers, what do you think? What is your own take about this? Kindly drop your comments at the comment section below. For those who subscribe, want to say a very big thank you to you for subscribing. We'll say God bless you. If you're yet to do so, kindly press the subscription button below. And also thank you for watching our video at all time. God bless you. Have a lovely day. Stay safe at this crucial time. Bye.